UCL managers, and welcome back for another video. My name's Jack, and today we're going to go over our wildcard team selection for Matchday 3. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you do enjoy the video, and click the notification bell to not miss any future uploads. Also, another announcement, FPL Social is a live in-person FPL event coming up in Melbourne in February of next year. So if you guys want to learn more information, click the link in the description and also buy tickets via this link as well, as we're going to be there if you guys want to talk FPL and have a meet and greet. And with that being said, let's jump into the video. So first of all, let's have a look at how we got it in Matchday 2. In this Matchday, we did use our Limitless token, and I would say it worked quite well for us. And let's have a look at the team now. Handanovic was our sub-goalkeeper. He was set to play on the first day, but couldn't get a start unfortunately, as he picked up 0 points. But it eventually worked out in the end, as we did bring on Thibaut Courtois. Looking at the other bench options, Perisic did blank for Tottenham. I was hopeful that he could produce something against Sporting, but Tottenham failed to get a clean sheet. Trent Alexander-Arnold contributed 3 points, as Liverpool also failed to get a clean sheet at home to Ajax, which was a bit disappointing to see. And then to round out the bench, Vinicius Jr. did actually get 6 points, but the decision to bench him did actually prove beneficial, as amongst all midfielders and forwards, he did actually have the lowest amount of points in our squad. So with that being touched on, let's have a look at the starting 11. Thibaut Courtois got 7 points in goal, as he accompanied another clean sheet for Real Madrid with an extra bonus point for some saves there, which was nice to see. This Real Madrid clean sheet was especially beneficial, as we went up for the double up in the Real Madrid defence with Dani Carvajal there as well. He has been very impressive for Real Madrid so far this season, getting himself a couple of goal contributions in all competitions, and this game he wasn't able to do so, but he did get some balls recovery and a clean sheet, 4 points from the clean sheet as well, getting up to 7 there. Hakimi only played 7 minutes for PSG, as he just picked up the 1 point. PSG did fail to keep a clean sheet against Maccabi anyway, so not too fussed about missing out on the PSG clean sheet in this one, despite not having a starter. João Cancelo rounded out the defence with an assist for Manchester City, as despite them not getting a clean sheet, he still provided yet another attacking return in the Champions League, which was nice to see for him. Looking to the midfielders now, Raheem Sterling got 10 points in the middle of the park, as he did get himself a goal for Chelsea and the Man of the Match award, which earned him an extra 3 points, which was nice to see, as he was the only midfield or forward to produce double-digit returns, but it was a very well-rounded performance from everyone in the team. Kevin De Bruyne got himself an assist and also a Man of the Match award with 8 points, which was good to see for Manchester City. And then the decision to captain Leroy Sané, I would say, was a fairly successful one. He did score 9 points on the first day of the midweek matches. We decided not to switch the captain. We were tossing up whether to go for one of the PSG lads, and then Neymar, Mbappe, or maybe even Haaland for Man City as well. But it turns out Leroy Sané's 9 points were fairly high, comparing him to the rest of the team. And then Mo Salah was able to get back on the score sheet for Liverpool, picking up 7 points at home to Ajax, which was good to see from him. Looking to the forward line up top, it was a very, very strong front three with Haaland, Neymar and Mbappe. All three of these players here were able to provide a goal for their respective sides. Mbappe was the only one to pick up any extra points there, as he did earn a Man of the Match award for PSG in this one, taking his tally up to 9 points. So it was a very impressive game week amongst this team, with only one player blanking out of any of the starting 11, which was just Hakimi there, who came subbed on off the bench for PSG. So that saw the rank rise from 228k in the world to just 29k in the world, out of around 2 million players, I believe, currently in UCL Fantasy. So that's a very nice rank rise, and overall very happy with the current rank. We also are positioned at 26th in Australia, which is a nice little achievement as well. So hopefully we can carry this on to the wildcard team in Matchday 3. So with the Matchday 2 squad covered, let's have a look at how the team lines up for Matchday 3. Well, obviously we have used the wildcard chip. First of all, taking a look at the bench, Piran comes in there at the minimum price for goalkeepers, which is pretty good value, as he has been getting starting minutes for them in the Champions League, and with a great fixture of Maccabi Haifa at home, hopefully that Juventus defence can pick up 2 clean sheets in Matchday 3 and 4 respectively. Before we move on to some other players, a key thing to note with the wildcard is to target players that have a good fixture in Matchday 3, because teams do face the same side in Matchdays 3 and 4. So essentially target teams with a great fixture in Matchday 3, because they're going to be playing them 2 weeks in a row. With that in mind, let's have a look at Vlahovic as well, who's the next pick on the bench. He, of course, has Maccabi Haifa at home as well. He's picked up a couple of attacking returns in this Serie A so far this season. Hasn't provided too much in the Champions League, but I am hoping he can turn this around with arguably one of the best fixtures in the Champions League this season. Florentino's the cheap price midfielder there at around £4.5 million. He can always come on if anyone blanks in the starting 11. He can always chip in with a couple of interception points with the ball recoveries. And then Kostic is the triple up on Juventus. He's a defender who's going to get hopefully some attacking returns for them. He's been decent for Juventus so far this season, and Maccabi Haifa at home is a very, very strong fixture for him to not only get clean sheets, but push up the pitch as he likes to do and get goals or assists. With that in mind, let's have a look at the starting 11. We have gone with Gubic, who is the sub-goalkeeper for Atletico Madrid. I'm not expecting that he does start, but he is stated to play on the first day of the midweek games. If he doesn't start, then we can always swap him for Perin, who's playing on the second day of the midweek games, which is most likely what I'm going to be doing there. We didn't really want to spend too much money on the keepers, as both of these players are coming in at the minimum price, as the midfielders and forwards are fairly stacked. Let's take a look at the defence now. Nuno Tavares also comes at minimum price for Marseille. He's got Sporting as his next two fixtures, which is a decent opponent to have. I do like his price. He's getting stunning minutes for them, and he does push up the pitch as well, which is good to see. Hernandez ticks off that Bayern defence against a very, very weak opponent in Victoria Pleasant, and I am hoping they can get clean sheets back-to-back in these games. You probably would expect it from that Bayern defence. If not, he can contribute with an attacking return as well, as he has done so far in the Champions League. And to round out their defence, we have gone with a double up on Man City with Manuel Akanji and João Cancelo, as they've got a great fixture this week of Copenhagen at home, and then of course they'll face them away in Matchday 4. I have to say I would be surprised if Manchester City do concede in either of these match days. Akanji has been getting good starting minutes in the Champions League, so I am hoping he can repeat this feat this week in match day 3. He did play on the weekend in the Premier League though, so maybe that could play into it a little bit, whether we want to go for Diaz instead, but for now I'm happy with Akanji in the side. Looking to the midfielders now, Onyedika is another minimum price midfielder that is getting starting minutes. I'm happy with him there. He's probably another player that we're going to look to sub out after the first day of games for either Vlahovic, Kostic or Florentino, who are all very, very good options to have on the bench. Valverde for Real Madrid, definitely one of the best value UCL options in the game right now. He's got a great fixture of Shakhtar Donetsk at home this week. I believe he just won the Player of the Month award for the La Liga, so he's in great touch for them. Hopefully he can get some more goals and assists playing in that right wing role, which is good to see. And he is a lot cheaper than his teammate in Vinicius Jr., who's also a popular pick, as he does allow for more money to be spent around the squad. Speaking of money being spent around the squad, Mo Salah is quite an expensive pick, but with Rangers as his next two fixtures, I'm hoping he can continue his good UCL goal scoring form, as this is also a very good fixture from an attacking standpoint, as Rangers have conceded one of the most goals out of any team so far in the first two match days. Leroy Sané does take the captain's armband, rounding out the midfield with a very, very good fixture against Victoria Pleasant. He's been in great goal-scoring form in the Champions League so far this season, and he is recreating this in the Bundesliga as well. So if he can keep up this good form, I'm sure he's going to prove to be a great captaincy pick. Of course, we can always switch him to a player that is playing on the second day of games, but for now, I'm very, very happy with Sané as the captain. Looking to the two forwards up top, it is a very strong forward line once again, as we've gone with the combination of Erling Haaland and Neymar. Both of these players do have some very good fixtures, with Haaland completing the triple up for Man City against Copenhagen, which is probably the easiest fixture in the Champions League right now. And Neymar has been in great touch for PSG this season, getting both plenty of goals and assists. So with Benfica as his next two fixtures, I'm sure he can continue his good form. We could have gone for Mbappe, but I do like Neymar's price at around 1 million cheaper, so that's why he's in the squad. And Erling Haaland sells himself. Absolutely incredible form for Manchester City. A hat-trick in his most recent game. The only concern with him is that maybe he does get benched, as Man City have made a great start in the Champions League. Copenhagen's a very easy fixture, and he hasn't had a massive turnaround in between games. But for now, he does remain in the squad, as I think not having him in the team is just too risky if he does start for Manchester City, which I am hoping he does so. So with this wildcard team, really quickly, we do have £0.4 million in the in the bank, it should be pretty affordable for most managers, as we do have a few minimum price players in there which are quite good value and starters, such as Onyedeka, Nuno Tavares, Florentino and Perin. Thanks for watching today's UCL team selection for Matchday 3, the wildcard team selection. If you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to show support for the channel. Also, click that notification bell so you guys don't miss any future uploads. And don't forget about FPL Social, the link is in the description. So for more information, head over there. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one.